It is no surprise that all these brands are competing with each other, creating new products, creating some new iteration of the same product they already have, duping this brand or this product over here. Regardless, this has been triggering the heck out of me and we need to talk about it. Now let's talk about SPF and makeup. I recently tried the Maybelline or the L'Oreal, one of the two in the most recent affordable makeup video I did. As we know, you can't even use that much product in the first place for you to get the full coverage that you need. For what? Like, what are we really doing? Just marketing, and that's fine. I feel like in order for this to be a positive thing on the market, you have to disclose, use a SPF prior to using this product. You need to have a full layer of SPF and then spray on the one size 28 SPF or sunscreen, okay? It's predatory because people don't know, and don't lean into that because I know you as a brand and company know that. You know that they're gonna be like, oh, this has SPF, let me just use this as my SPF for today or whatever, when it's just like, no. Everybody's coming out with a hair and body perfume spray mist, and I am all the way here for it. Yes, I am. The JOSIE MARAN sprays. I explicitly told you that those JOSIE MARAN body butters smell awful. They smell stank. It reminds me of BO, just funk. And so y'all told me that because people are opening those jars over and over again, that air's getting in and it's compromising the integrity of the fragrance. But why did I smell the brand new JOSIE MARAN and it smelled funky, foul, still disgusting? I don't see why anybody would want to spray it on their hair or on their body. Whatever that whipped vanilla, they got the topless tangerine, the aesthetics are obviously there, but why is it so funky? Why does it smell so off? I just cannot like wrap my head around it. Please tell me if you enjoy those JOSIE MARAN sprays. And that's gonna lead me into another hair and body spray, the NOYZ one. This is a new fragrance brand, and this is more of like it's giving edgy. Obviously overpriced, same thing as the JOSIE MARAN, except they don't obviously smell funky. So, I mean, that's fine. That's fine. And something that's still a little pricey, but still definitely worth it in my opinion. I think everybody's sleeping on Lake and Skye, bro. They came out with hair and body mist. I already loved the Lake and Skye Azure 1111. And compared to everybody that's coming out, chef's kiss. You're trying to go a little more affordable? MYKITSCH. They have 4 different fragrances. 4 different fragrances that I feel like smell really, really good. Different vibes for everyone there. Next are the Laura Mercier powders. I personally have always used the deep one, and I love Laura Mercier. I feel like Laura is known for powders, and I don't think she usually sells that many of her other products. I just know that she is, you know, powder queen, baby. But color correcting powders? In my brain, I'm like, you already got enough powders. What you need color correcting powders for? That's what they got color correcting concealer for. But I guess if you want to layer them, but the point is that you're not supposed to be layering powder on top of concealer anyway. And I guess maybe if you wanted to use powder by itself, but then I feel like that would just look strange on the skin. I don't know, like this just gives a little extra. This just gives a little too much. What we need to see color correcting powders for, but if people need them, people need them. Let me know if that is a need for the beauty space, because for me, it's confusing. All right, let's talk some lip stains, lip liners, because that is very popular right now. Although lip stains are just popular for obvious reasons, I also feel like the increase of the amount of smokers has also increased, which means that people have smokers' lips, and so they're trying to stain their lips. I just feel like that's a part of it. Let me know your thoughts. When it comes to the new Huda Beauty lip liner stains, she already was under flack for, oh, it doesn't work, it dries out, da-da-da-da-da. And I always just feel like they release something that's not really new, add and jack up the price, and think that it's just like, oh yeah, this is the greatest thing alive. And that's what triggers me the most about influencer and like even content creator climate. The CoverGirl Outlast lip stain, like this has been around, I don't even want to say forever, but it's been around for quite some time, like years at least. I believe these came out in like 2016 or something like that. For one, this is a great lip stain. This is not going anywhere all day. I just feel like probably CoverGirl is just missing some shade range, and they could just add more shade range. It's not that deep, right? Like how much is that? Let me see how much that mess is. I hate, like, just show me on Google how much it costs. That's all I care about. That's why I'm here. $25 each. Pretty steep for a lip stain when you probably know you want multiple colors. I want 4 colors, so I'm about to spend $100. The foundation, the concealer, the blush, like you can use those products the same every single day. You know what I mean? To jack up the price on a lip stain like this, I feel like it's just like, you're doing an injustice to your people. That is just my 2 cents. Like, if you love them down, please let me know down below if you love them down. But to me, way too overpriced. There's already products that are similar. If you have to use a technique to make the product work in the first place, why am I buying it? e.l.f. came out with some JELLYPOP brand. This is obviously the same, if not very similar, to the Power Grip Primer that they already have. They just basically like added watermelon scent to it. Saw this on an end cap when I was inside Ulta. $10. Bruh. So they got the JELLYPOP Glow Reviver, the JELLYPOP Makeup Cleansing Balm, JELLYPOP Cheek Tint for sheer whatever. Honestly, I may try that makeup melting cleansing balm in JELLYPOP. Yes, y'all keep coming out with stuff you may not need to come out with, but because you are an affordable brand, we'll excuse it. We absolutely will excuse it. Let me know if you agree down below. Next up is the NYX Fat Cheeks blush, and they also have a buttermilk blush. NYX is also, I feel like, similar to e.l.f. in that they can come out with whatever they basically want to, as long as it stays at an affordable price range. You know, they're trying to keep these names consistent throughout the brand so that you know, like, oh yeah, I'm getting the full Duck Plump line, fat lip oil, fat cheeks, you know what I mean? Like, they just try and keep it consistent. I guess, you know, that's marketing and branding for you, right? But I'm not mad because everybody does have a liquid blush, and blush and concealer have always been my favorite parts of makeup. Blush a few years ago was not what it is now. You know, people were really into contours and bronzers and like looking bronzy and dark around their face. So I just like stayed with my blush. I've always loved it, and now every single brand has a cream blush, a liquid blush, and a powder blush. And I think that is totally fine because it does speak to and cater to, you know, a multitude of audiences, like all skin types and complexions, stuff like that, which is fine, which is good. So I'm not gonna complain too much about this, but I do think it is interesting in general. Now we gotta talk about these MAC celebrity combos that they're just packaging together for, I believe, $55 with a $75 value, which in my opinion, okay, that's okay because you're saving money. And MAC products are not super cheap, but I think it's just so funny. I do find it quite hilarious because, for one, obviously I have used Chestnut and Night Moth like basically as my MAC pencils forever. I guess because MAC has kind of like fallen off in terms of like popularity. Yes, people are always gonna like buy MAC and use MAC, myself included, but because they don't come out with like a bunch of new stuff. Like, whatever they have on the roster is what they have on the roster, and they grow on those types of products. And I guess for the specific person that's trying to buy it, that makes so much sense. Though people are getting bored, makeup has come a long way in the sense that you don't have to do too much with these products in order to make them work. And that's also probably why the Huda Beauty lip stains were caught under fire. But it's just like, bro, what do you mean you gotta use this like hella specific? Bro, get off my screen talking like that. You know what I mean? Get clout off a celebrity or an influencer just seems like weird to me, especially in the climate. Like, I just feel like that's kind of done. Next is basically anything Milani. Anything Milani. Milani comes out with new stuff all the time. And I don't even really say new stuff. Like, they just come out with the same kind of makeup products that everybody else is coming out with. But why do, whenever I see they have a release, I'm just like, no. The brand excitement isn't there. I just feel like I don't hear many people talk about Milani. In this space today, like I said, blush is very popular. So if you have a blush and there's no color payoff, why'd you even put it on the shelf? How did it make it out the lab? I don't know, but just let me know if there's any like very popular Milani products that you enjoy. I just feel like Milani as a brand, I don't know how they're relevant at all. Maybe because the price point, but in terms of product, I don't see people talking about Milani. I don't see people using Milani. I haven't met nobody that even likes it like that. Next is the Tree Hut body brand, BDY. I'm not sure how they want it pronounced, but I know that this is new. I've never been one to gravitate towards Tree Hut products in the first place, but this is supposed to be a more mature take on their product. One thing Tree Hut's gonna do is keep the same products and come out with new scents, okay? They're gonna come out with a new scent, new fall scent, new Christmas scent, new summer scent, new spring scent, new oh, it's winter. You know, they gonna have the scents on lock. And I'll probably pick up a few products. If you have picked up anything from this, please let me know. But I probably will try it because it just seems like they've tried to put more effort into it, because Tree Hut ain't struggling for nothing, baby. More mature, I don't even want to say mature, just like older audiences, because I do feel like the Tree Hut in general, yes, it's for everyone, but the fragrances and certain things like that are just like a bit more youthful. It is a bit innovative. It is for the actual brand. For Tree Hut to come up with this when they didn't have to. I'm looking forward to seeing what it's about. People are loving Beauty of Joseon. Everything they got coming out. The glow mask and anything new that I see people talking about with Beauty of Joseon is always very positive reception from people in general when it comes to any of their products. So I just feel like maybe people should be taking a page out of whatever Beauty of Joseon's doing, their book, because they have been really freaking killing it. It's something that I am going to be keeping an eye out for, and I'll probably be picking up the glow mask. If you have any favorite Beauty of Joseon products, please leave them down below because I am intrigued to try. I do want to talk about some hair products, a few of them that I am excited about and some that I'm just like, I basically cut you off, but I'm looking forward to seeing what you got in here. For example, GISOU, I've already reviewed that hair oil. The hair oil is cool and that's fine. Hair perfume has no longevity. I even sprayed it again in store, still has no longevity, okay? Shampoo and conditioner obviously was trash when they first came out. Nothing positive to say about it. They came out with the honey ceramide mask. That was probably one of the first products that they came out with, or people were just like, okay, hold on, girl. We see what you're doing here. We see what you're doing. Even I had to recommend that to a girlfriend of mine because that was a really nice hair mask. They recently came out with, you know what? When they came out with this hydrating shampoo and a hydrating conditioner, I feel like this is gonna work really well. Give me a second to try it, but I do feel like they're trying to emulate whatever they're doing with the hair mask here. So that's why I'm just like, come on, come on, come on. Oh my gosh, it's a squeeze top. That is so genius. The packaging is great. GISOU, you do need to step up some of these products, okay? And I don't know how you're gonna add more longevity to that hair perfume, but you need to find out a way how. If this works for me, yeah, you'll be getting some more of my coin. Last but not least is Ceremonia. This is a brand that has caught my eye for sure, and I believe even some of you beauties recommended I try Ceremonia and like that you enjoy it. When it comes to looking at these brands, websites, who is on the front page, who are you using as an actress to try and sell me this product? So they do cater to the curly girls. I just don't know if they cater to coils, and honestly, these products are pretty expensive. Anyway, I'm just gonna keep my eye out on Ceremonia. Let me know if you've tried them down below. I am curious. And that is going to conclude how some of these new releases are starting to piss me off truly, but hopefully some of them are able to redeem themselves and come up with some new and innovative products. Let me know down below which new releases have really sat with you positively and which ones have just like, bro, you suck. I did just want to get off my chest and talk about with you and get your thoughts. So leave your comments down below and I will see you in our next video. Bye.